Hey guys, it's Justin again with another unboxing video. This is the 1-to-144 Model Comprehend High Grade RX-105 Gundam Xi Gundam. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I actually have two of these. I'm not going to get into that. But here's the like the cover art box art, I guess. I'm not sure which end is the top or the bottom or whatever, but it's a really pretty box art. I really like it a lot. If nothing else, these third-party companies they go really hard on the box arts. Sometimes I've seen some good ones. I've seen some bad ones. But then on the back you get a couple shots of the model, the frame, stuff like that. So I guess this is the back. On the bottom you've got the flap and the other flap, basically identical. And then here on the bottom you've got a front and back shot of the kit. I believe this is a painted test model, so you can just kind of see what it looks like. Shows the shoulder rockets and just lots of detail. Shows how the shoulders can flip up, all that good stuff. And then some more detail, just another shot of the rockets so you can get a good look at it. And on the other side you've got launching, well, I guess these are funnels, or I don't know what they are. I don't know anything about the Xi Gundam. I just know that I like the design. So, plus I like MC kits, so they haven't done me wrong yet. But here's the missiles, the beam rifle, a couple shots of that, the shield, and then it's got a particle guard shield. I'm guessing that's some sort of special projectile thing that it does. It can, I guess, I don't know. I have no idea. But it's cool looking, so good enough for me. And it's hexagons, which is my favorite shape. So you slide this open. You get a nice brown paper cardboard box inside. You just kind of pop that off of there, and you are greeted by a bunch of runners. You guys pardon the noise. I'm going to take these out real quick so I can show them off. I apologize, headphone users. We'll start here. So this first runner is H. This is looking like backs of the shields and some connector pieces, boosters, just pegs and stuff like that. The plastic is actually really nice quality. I'm actually really impressed. I would actually say that this is almost on par with Bandai's quality of plastic. Very nice. It's got a little bit of flex to it, like you could get in high grade kits on your frames and stuff like that. Sheet of polycaps. This feels a little different than your Bandai stuff, but it looks basically the same. So here we've got, so I'll get it off of this piece, J. These are the shoulders, if you get an idea how big they are. The head, very nicely detailed. You've got the Vulcans and stuff on there. Lots of vents, a little bit of flash, nothing I can't sand down. But the quality again is really nice. It's very glossy plastic. It doesn't feel cheap like some of the other Chinese kits I've worked on. The new head, I don't want to say it felt cheap, but this definitely feels like a more quality plastic than that. Next we've got I. There's one of your missiles and some, I guess it's a beam saber maybe. I think that's the knee, wings, shields, I think. Another piece of the knee, shoulder, I think. I don't know what that is. So once again, I'm sorry. Next we've got a very small runner, F1. This is your 2 red pieces on the kit. Well, there's a very small amount of red pieces on the kit. But these are the waist ones, so this will go over top of this one, I would imagine. Nothing really to write about there. He's got the leg pieces. These actually look like Gundam Alex leg vents a little bit. I think that's the sides of the chest, the front of the chest. I think that's probably the back. Probably feet, stuff like that. Really nice looking. Again, very high quality looking stuff. The panel lines look really nice. You know, no complaints so far. And we have another eye runner. This is actually identical, except they cut like the middle section out. So you get two identical runners, but this one's trimmed so you don't get the extra shield and all that junk that you don't need two of. Next we've got Z, which I was not aware that there were that many runners in this box, but I guess they just kind of did what they wanted. These are definitely the bottoms of the feet, not the most detailed things in the world. Fortunately, it's not really something you look at, so I really don't care too much. Sides of the feet, I think these are not side skirts. What are they? Probably insides of the legs. I guess these are more chest pieces. Backpack, stuff like that. We've got K. It looks like a K, but it also looks like some sort of funky, like Chinese or Japanese character. These are beam saber blades. We've got like these really nice blown out ones with like, I guess, like high power ones and then regular ones. So a little bit bent, but nothing some boiling water can't fix. D, parts of the gun, which have nice little detail bits on them. I guess judging by the ball joints, these are probably skirts, hand plates, arm guards, back skirts, the whole deal. I think that's the crotch piece. And it looks like we lost a piece. Maybe. Yeah, one of our pieces came off, so we'll do that first. This is C. These are the hands. You've got a kind of master grade style hands. It's really neat that actually they gave you options here. These are the ball joint fingers with the well, you get the 3 fingers, 1 trigger, and then the thumb is individual. But there's also another set of individual fingers on here. I'm not sure what those are for. Maybe just alternate pose fingers or something, I don't know. But then you also get the kind of like the seed style hands where you can swap the fingers out and do different poses for your hands. So that's really cool. There's frame bits for the chest, as you can see there. Shoulders or probably hips. There's the neck. Very, very tiny peg for that. I think the high grade pegs are actually bigger than that, like the Bandai ones. Arms, stuff like that. Next we have K1. This is inner frame stuff for the shoulders, probably the leg armor, you know, all that. Lots of hinges, lots of little detailed bits that I'm gonna have to mask off and paint, and people are gonna be like, Justin, why do you do that? Oh, look, we lost another piece. Get off the sticky part. So we'll do that first then. We've got the chin piece. I guess that's the crotch piece. This is the crest for the V-fin and the shield. The box, I don't lose it because it's got small pieces. We've got A, which is yellow bits for around the kit, detail pieces. The V-fin is actually broken into 2 parts. That's a little unusual, but whatever. The chest vent thingies. I don't know where all the yellow is on this kit actually. There's bits around the shoulders. Some on the backpack, some on the skirts, stuff like that. So, not bad. two identical runners. These are both E. This is looking like outer pieces to joints, knees or elbows, something like that. Front of the leg, thighs, upper arms, probably skirt of some sort. Caps for the joints, probably like elbow joints or something like that. And then two G plates. So these are probably the casings to the knees or the elbows, arms probably. I don't know what those are, probably inside to the leg, looking like an ankle maybe. That's the shoulder definitely. So really nicely detailed. Am I ever going to show this off? No. Am I going to detail paint it? Probably. And finally, we have this. It was like one bag that had like a sticky thing on it, and it just opened up. But finally, we have the clear kind of action base, if you will, that is included with the kit. It's got a really interesting looking setup here. There's like a couple arms that stick off of it, and it's a really solid base. It's a really nice clear, especially for like a knockoff. Well, not knockoff, this isn't a knockoff, but for a third-party company, you don't really see this kind of quality, so it's nice to see this gets some attention. And the clear blue pieces actually come clear, so that is actually a thumbs up for me, because those of you out there who like to do custom colors or like to do your own thing with clear parts, you have the option to do so. There's a ton of little arms, so I guess you can display each one of the rockets or funnels or whatever the hell those things are individually. And then here's the, I guess, connectors for them. I guess that's a connector for the kit. You also get these wonderful, fantastic stickers. These are just, I guess, minor little color separation pieces around the kit. Some little yellow, the eyes, various cameras and stuff. I'm not going to use any of these. Then you have a small sheet of warning labels, which I will be using all of. I absolutely love how clear these are. They look really, really nice, and I can't wait to get them underwater and see how well they act. And the other set of water slides are your like markings and stuff, and these are going to be a little harder to put on, but I think they look really good as well. Really crisp, really nice looking, and I think that they will look nice on the kit. Also got a little set of like hexagons for like detailed pieces around the kit. I'll put those in when I'm done. And lastly, you get a really nice full color instruction manual. It's pretty thick. Shows off some front and back shots of the kit on the front and back respectively. So the kit looks really nice, decaled out and painted and all that good stuff. All the color separation done to it. It looks really cool. The proportions aren't too bad. I saw a couple shots where the arms look kind of funny, but seeing it like this, it doesn't look that bad. I think I can deal with it. And the back looks really good as well. Again, tons of little details that are going to be fun to paint and color separate and mask and all that good stuff. This is going to be a really neat project. When you open it up, you get some open shots, lots of action shots, so you can see what it's going to look like when you've painted it and snapped it together. If you decide to paint it, if not, the stickers are always an option. And yet again, even more, the beam sabers, which curiously the blades are green here, but I got them in purple, or in like a pinkish purple. But it doesn't matter. I like them better in the reddish pink. So just action shots, detail shots, tons of goodies here. And then we go to the parts list. It makes sure that you know what you're doing. It uses a lot of the same types of warnings that Bandai uses for theirs, and it actually, you could use this as a guide for you know, building your Bandai kits, because it uses pretty much the same thing. Of course, some of it's not necessarily properly translated, so this would be glue, not cling, but I think you can figure that out. But again, parts list, A, B, C, D, E, F, 1, 2, G, H, I, J, K, and Z. And you've got A, D, C, polycaps, K, and E2. Then you go straight into construction. So you build the head, then you build the chest, then you build the wings, then you build shoulders, arms, waist, legs, weapons, final assembly, then the stand, and then there's a decal guide in the back, which is a little incredibly complicated, but I think I can deal with it. Then there's another shot of the completed kit, and one last page of shots of the completed kit. So far, my impressions initially are that this thing is really cool. Again, I don't know about fitting issues, but the plastic quality is really nice, and the mold looks really good. So I have no complaints there. Pieces falling off the runners, that can happen whether or not you buy Bandai, whether or not you buy Kodo. Doesn't really matter the brand, it just depends on how you get it shipped, where it's coming from, and how whoever's shipping it handles it. So I have no really issues with that. Nothing seems to be broken, everything seems to be there. Hopefully I'll get into this tonight or tomorrow and start snapping this guy up, so you can look forward to a review in the next couple of days, hopefully. But that's it for this video. I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later.